Hey kids ministry leaders, I am no mathematician, but a Möbius loop will take your storytelling to the next level. And all you're going to need is some strips of ordinary paper, some clear tape, and a pair of scissors. Now if I were to take a strip of paper and tape it together to make a cylinder like this and cut it in half, what do you think would happen? Well, let's see. That's right, it turned into two smaller loops. But if I take that same piece of paper and I twist it and then stick it down and form a Möbius loop, what do you think would happen if I cut this loop down the middle? Let's see. What? I made an even bigger loop. And no matter how many times I cut this loop, it will continue to just get bigger and bigger. It will be infinite. Now, what if I took two ordinary cylinders and I stuck them together at a right angle? If I were to cut this in half, what do you think would happen to it? Well, let's cut it and see. It made a square. How cool is that? What if I took two Möbius loops and stuck them together at right angles to each other and I cut them in half? What do you think would happen? Well, let's cut them up and see. What? It made two heart shapes. How cool is that? In order to get two hearts out of your Möbius loops, you have to make two loops that twist in opposite directions. And then you have to stick these two loops together at right angles to each other. In order to get two hearts out of your Möbius loops, you have to make two Möbius loops that I messed up. This is why your two Möbius loops have to bend in opposite directions. It won't work. It's going to make two cylinders. Oops, I didn't use enough tape.
What?
I stuck them together wrong.
Again?
Don't be afraid to use enough tape to keep your shapes together. And remember, this might take some practice, so get creative. And I hope that you are inspired to go and teach your children more and more about Jesus.